Hey guys, Cosmos here from Kabam server for Europe. You see that on the top left hand side. This is going to be a beginner guide, or even actually for some of the, let's say, medium beginner medium players, about the power of AEGIS Astral. A lot of people don't use this Astral AEGIS, and I love it personally, and I want to explain you why. A lot of people, what they do is they look in the rankings and they look at player strength. They pick, let's say if you are, let's say I'm a mage, so I'll pick Manoj here. I'll look at him and I will look at what astrals he has, and then I will see, let's see, you see the first one over there in the list, the Refined Goddess Blessing, reduce all damage by whatever %. And then I'm thinking, okay, so that's the one I want to have, because that's the one that the top mage has picked. You know, so, but actually no, the top people need totally different astrals sometimes than the bottom people. And as you are, and one really good example of that is the AEGIS, if I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but is this one, is the AEGIS Astral. If we look at the exchange here, you can see, let's first go to the lower ones. And for me the color actually has less of a meaning. So you see a lot of people would pick this Goddess of Blessing, reduce damage by whatever %. The reason this is not so good is because in the beginning, when the damage values are so small, a percentage of a small value is very small a value, so it gives you very little, pretty much insignificant benefit. Whereas when you're talking about the AEGIS Astral over here, so at level 1 it reduces all damage values by 20. That's already good, but it's very easy to make it level 2. As you see, only 100 experience is needed, and mine is, I think it's level 3. I'll have a look at it again. You can continue feeding it and making it stronger and stronger until even mid-game, and only then you can feed that into Goddess as the damage values are increasing. I actually don't, like I said, I don't care about the color as much as well. I'm gonna keep on feeding the one I have, and until the time where I get lucky and I get a yellow one. I'm not going to actually spend the star points on the yellow one, because sooner or later, with millions and millions of gold spent, you will get the yellow one, so which is this one right here, which is 2 times better than the purple one, let's say, reducing, okay, 2 times is maybe too much, but at least 1.5 times better. Reduce all damage values by 40% as a level 1, but it requires more experience to level up. So actually, let's say, yeah, maybe 1.5 times better, something like that. The goddess blessing is a wonderful astral, but like I said, you need to have very high damage values. So I came over here to the Nether Forest because I have to complete this event quest to complete a multiplayer dungeon, and I just want to show you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove my weapon, and I hope that'll work. I'm gonna remove my jewels. The rest give me, I think that should be alright. So without weapon, without jewels, I have not so much attack. So I'm gonna try to get these wolves, and I want to show you how much damage they do to me. Oh, I should have removed the sylph as well. I'll do that in the next battle. Okay, I'm still hitting too hard. Look at the damage they do to me. Do you see that? I think a lot of people haven't seen this. It's always 1, always, and this is because of the AEGIS Astral. Let me remove some. Let me remove myself, otherwise they're dying too fast. You rest, my friend. Go rest. Okay, now why was I hitting them too hard? Yeah, because of the gems probably. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Let's go without the self. It'll be all right. They'll die fast anyway. So you see, in my astrals, you see the AEGIS. Actually, I have it at level 4, reducing all damage values by 80. And these are simple wolves, of course, but I'm doing this for demonstration purposes. So have a look at this. Now without myself, so there you go. 1 1 1, always 1. They will not do any damage to me at all. And the boss you will see also. I'll show you the boss as well. It's not just the regular mobs. And maybe tomorrow I should go to, or maybe I can even try it now. I'll try it after this dungeon to see if in the next dungeon let's find the one where they can actually hurt me. So this is the boss right here. Normally, you know, he hits some damage, you know, and these are his two best friends, Warglash and Redclaw. Look at that, 1-1 all the time. If I had got this blessing on, it wouldn't do anything. The bleeding is now that's something else. You see, I got 25 damage from bleeding, because bleeding has nothing to do with direct damage. Aegis only reduces direct damage, not bleeding. Look at this, 1 damage, and also when he's doing his fast attack. I hope he will do it now. Let's see. Yeah, look at that, 1 1 1. He put bleeding on me. I'll bleed 25 just from that, but otherwise they're not hurting me at all, at all. And so as a beginner, you have to you know, think a little bit, you know, don't just copy the higher level players, you know, just for the copying's sake. It's not always like that. Certain things are meant for certain times. Let's try to take the next dungeon. I'm curious. Clarister, right here. Let's jump in there and see if they do any damage to me. Go away, quest notice. Okay, here we got these little buggers. Landos warriors, level 25. 1 damage. 1 damage from Landos warriors as well. Okay, a little bit more. That's probably their special attack, but still nothing. I mean, what's 50? So their simple attacks are just 1 damage. And they have probably a stronger attack which does a bit more, but Aegis is still removing 80 damage out of that one as well. So at the end of it, I get almost nothing. Let's pop out of here. By the way, I'm popping out and in of dungeons because I've already done my dungeon attempt. So don't do this normally. Because you see, I have attempt 0 out of 1. That's why I can mess around. Let's go to graveyard. I think in graveyard they should start doing some damage to me. Otherwise, but I don't know. Maybe they won't. And if they do, I think it won't be much. Let's have a look at who is the first monster. Skeletons. Okay, let's have a look at them. Level 30 Krell bone skeletons. Look at that, 1 14 20 30. With block it was 1, and otherwise 20 30 19 16 13. I mean, it's practically, you can call that absolutely no damage whatsoever. You guys are dead. So you see how good that Astral is. And just to show you that it is indeed that Astral, I'm gonna remove it. So you saw the kind of damage that is 13, 16, 20, up to 50. I think that was the highest one. So now I'm gonna go to the Astrals and I'm gonna remove it. Only that one. I'm gonna just remove that Astral. I'm gonna find some more skeletons. Ah, no, it's the boss guy. Is the boss guy. For the boss guy, let's put it on. I'm curious to see or to show you with the boss guy how much damage he will do when the Astral is on. So the skeletons should be doing something like 20-30 as we saw. Boss guy 162. And that was a critical attack, by the way. So the poison, of course, that is completely ignoring this effect. But 93 from the boss, from graveyard. And bear in mind, I'm not like a high level player at all. 171 only. Well, you always have to keep in mind 80. My Aegis is level 4 purple, it's removing 80. So if the boss is doing 90 damage, well, you have to add 80 to it or something like that approximately. So 162, that means it was like 200, more than 200, and it was reduced to 162. So you see, it becomes relatively straightforward, let's say, the benefit of this Astral compared to Goddess Blessing. Now if the boss is doing 100 damage and I have Goddess Blessing of 4% damage reduction, I will only reduce the damage by 4, from 100 to 96. But Aegis will remove the already at level 1 by 20. So you see, there is a huge benefit of using Aegis compared to Goddess Blessing when the damage values are smaller. Now there is no rule as to at which point you have to switch from Aegis to Goddess Blessing. You will kind of start feeling that it's not benefiting you enough, but you have to continue leveling it up, of course, because of course it can go quite high. It can go quite high. So now, as I said, let's remove the Aegis and look at how the skeletons are hurting. So remember, they were hitting me with 13, 16, 40, something like that. So now it should be a lot more. They should be hitting me probably more than 100 each. There you go, like I said, 100. So you see it, and it's only that one Astral. Only that one Astral makes a huge difference. And 6 skeletons times 100 is 600, and 6 skeletons times 10 it's only 60. So the 10 times difference in the amount of damage received. And you know, some of those mobs that attack multiple times instead of one time strong, they hit several times weak. Aegis Astral is especially good for those because it's removing the damage from each of those attacks. So I'd suggest until quite a lot actually to keep the Aegis until really like good high level. I mean, level 50 you can keep. I'm level 54 right now, and I am with purple Aegis, and I'm going to switch to a yellow one. I'm not going to remove it still. Switching to a yellow one, I can get it to 120 or more damage reduction. That's still better than the percentage, and only when the damage values are in multiples of thousands and thousands, then I will switch to Goddess, and you don't lose anything at all. You keep on feeding the Aegis as much as you can, let's say, or as much as you want, and then when you're done with it, and let's say this Ruthlessness one is Goddess Blessing. When I'm done with this, I will just feed it into Goddess Blessing, and I will not lose a single experience at all. So that's how it works. So I hope you guys enjoyed that explanation. I hope that was helpful for you. I think for a lot of you that would help. And please do click on like and subscribe below the video if indeed that was helpful to you. It always helps me to do it when you do that. And check out my most popular Wartune blog at Cosmos Wartune, Google Cosmos Wartune blog, or the link is in the description. You can also, if you want to come and play here, you can go to Kabam. You can go to kabam.com, or you can Google Kabam Wartune. That'll get you here. And you can also check out other games that Kabam has. There are lots of games there to choose from, so check it out. So thanks for watching, hope that was useful, and have a very nice day.